So people come into our lives for 3 reasons. And in this video, we're going to break these 3 reasons down for you. It's very interesting when you start understanding this, because then you are more aware of what opportunities you have before you. You start realizing and recognizing the people who are not supposed to be there to stay, and the people who are supposed to be there to stay, and who to hang around with, and all this type of stuff, which will really help you towards, I guess, achieving what you want to achieve in life. But before we get into it, show reel, hit it. What's up guys, this is Eric Ho here, international speaker and entrepreneur, and in this video I'm gonna break down for you the 3 reasons why people come into our lives. Okay, we're gonna start with the first one, but before we do so, let me drink some water. Feeling so dehydrated. Do you ever have those days where you feel really dehydrated? I think it's we had some noodles, which sometimes it holds a lot of MSG. Do you know what MSG is? It's not so good for you. I think you like lose hair and stuff like that. I know this. I know noodles very well because I used to cook noodles every single day. So MSG is not good. Guys, the first thing we want to get into is really to do with our soulmate. And it's one thing about recognizing our soulmate, because what the whole soulmate thing is all about, and this is what I want you to understand. Sometimes, and you may have had this before, when you go into an unfamiliar place, you meet somebody for the first time in this physical form, you feel, but you feel very familiar with them and you just feel like you want to connect with them. And sometimes when you start connecting, you realize that you have a lot of commonalities and you're like, oh my God, what's going on? And that's because that's the soulmate connection. And the moment we recognize that there's a lot of familiarities with a stranger in this life, most probably indicates that you've met before, whether you say before or in the future, because time is not real. So whether you met in a past life or a future life, and that's why you have the familiarity. So these are our soulmates. And meaning that we will naturally have soul connections with these people. We will naturally have commonalities, and they're there just to meet us again, because we have those similar vibrational frequencies, and we are connected in such a way we always attract each other in different forms. Whether we rebirth again in different forms, we'll always connect. Okay, so that's the first type of people, our soulmates. The second type are people who come into our life and they challenge us. And you may know people like that. You may have people around you like that, who for some reason they seem to challenge you every single day. Like, they challenge your philosophies, they challenge your thinking, they test your patience, they test everything about you. And sometimes it may even like really piss you off, and you're like, why are you always like this? Why are you doing this to me? But instead of looking at people that way, understand that there's no such thing as positive without negative. There's no such thing as a good person without a bad person. What does this mean? It's yin and yang. Everything is there as it should be, and it needs to be there. So if we look at, some people say, why is my life so unfair? I've got the people like this, or I keep meeting people like this or like that. No. It's fair because it's all in balance, but it depends what is the perspective we take in looking at the situation. So a lot of the time when people come into my life and I feel they're challenging, all I do is I look at it and think, okay, you are testing my patience or testing me right now. How can I grow from this? How can I still be at peace while I'm hearing all of this stuff, right? And when I do get this challenge coming in, what I find is when I find a solution to be at peace in those situations, I am able to be the bigger, better version of myself. Let me tell you something. If you didn't have these people in your life that challenge you, you can never become the better version of yourself. So they are there for a reason, and be grateful that they are there. And then the final type of person number 3, are your guides, or some people may call angels, right? You'll find that sometimes in life you have people who come in, they're just there to help you. They're just there, they guide you, they help you, they don't even charge you for things, they just want to help you for free. They want to do everything. They even get out their way to make things happen for you, or they warn you of things, right? And they do this out of just being your guide. Like, it's not because they're wanting some benefit out of it, right? It's just because they want to help you. But the biggest problem I see is that people don't recognize that these are their guides. And sometimes in life, when we see people coming and saying, hey, I'll help you, we always say, no, it's okay, I'll sort it out myself, right? That is when you are unable to receive. If you're unable to receive, you're unable to better your life. You need to understand, a lot of people, they always like pray to God and try to manifest, and they're actually manifesting all in these different forms, and people come up to you and say, yeah, I'll help you do it. You say, no, it's okay, I'll sort it out myself. What you're doing is you're saying, I'm trying to manifest something, but you're not seeing the signs and your guides and your angels around you, and you're actually dismissing them all and hoping that there's some opportunities for you. So instead of that, be able to recognize who are the people who come out just to give you that helping hand. And when you recognize those people, then just open up your arms and just say thank you and feel gratitude for that moment. So all 3 situations and circumstances and different types of people, we need to be grateful for. Everything that is there for a reason. Always understand that. And if we can see it from that perspective, your life will be an absolute blessing. Guys, if this video has been of any use to you whatsoever, just to understand this a little bit more, please do hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. Also, comment below, let us know where you guys have tuned in from. It's always nice to know. And finally, if you're new to this channel, remember to hit that subscribe button and the notifications button next year, because this year I'm dedicated to making daily videos, even when sometimes I don't feel like making daily videos, but I'm gonna keep myself accountable to hold you accountable to make it your best year yet. But for now, guys, ciao.